festive mood today. It's not a class mood. Uh, yeah, the festival itself is a class. And class is also supposed to be a festival. So we are celebrating Sri Narasimha's appearance day today. So the appearance day was on Thursday, but because people are normally busy on weekdays, so we did a small function, just those devotees who are serving, and we thought Sunday will be the major celebration. So we're doing offering a special alankara today to the Lord, which is, as you might see, mangoes and mango leaves today. A special offering to Lord Narasimha. So generally every week we hear from Bhagavad Gita, and actually this particular appearance of the Lord can be thought of as the practical application of Bhagavad Gita. So we'll understand how what it means as we continue hearing. I request all devotees to please do your service in as much mute as possible. So when you're keeping ladder, etc., please don't try to avoid making noise. So Lord Narasimha, generally people are very much afraid of Narasimha. Mm. Outside world, they say that Narasimha is very ugra. Ugra means angry. And generally people are afraid worshipping Narasimha. Mm. But actually Narasimha is the most dearest to devotees. And he is really fearsome to non-devotees, right? To demons out there. So today we'll understand who is Narasimhadev, why did he appear, why did he take that particular form, and his favorite devotee is Prahlada. So who is this Prahlada? How did he become such a favorite devotee, such a great devotee? So many things to learn from Narasimha Lila. Whenever we are describing the pastimes of Supreme Lord, what we have to do is we have to go along with the narration, along with the description, we have to enter the Leela. In fact, Bhagavatam, in the very second verse, there's a beautiful verse which is describing what happens when somebody hears Bhagavatam attentively. And Narasimha Dev's all these pastimes are actually described in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a 12 canto work, 18,000 verses. So it says, Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimva Parerishvara Sadyo Rudyavarudyate Trakritibi Shushushibhistakshanat. So this verse is saying Dharma projita kaitava. So Kaitava Dharma. Kaitava means cheating religion. Did you know there was religion which also cheats? What is cheating religion? What religion can cheat? Which religion is called cheating religion? Anybody? What is cheating religion? We all go to temple, we offer, something, then we take tirtha, prasada, and then we come back. Who is cheating whom? So this verse in Bhagavatam is saying, Dharma projita kaitavatra paramod. So this Bhagavatam rejects what is called as kaitava dharma. And what is this kaitava dharma? Kaitava dharma means Dharma, Artha, Kama. Now, if you suppose you've done some puja at home, any puja, you call some pujari, then they say, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Chaturvida, Phala, Purushartha, Siddhyartham, which means they're saying you're doing some puja to for getting these things, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and finally there is moksha, but moksha, not many people are really interested in moksha. Right? They say Dharma, Artha, Kama, yes, good. So Shastra says that one has to do dharma, one has to live dharmic life and earn money. The process of earning money has to be dharmic. Now I was just talking to one devotee friend. He works. He is in a company which sells air condition. So he's telling that today he is going to attend one seminar where they are going to talk about environment protection. Who's the one who's spoiling the environment? The AC people, right? And he's going to go and participate in a seminar where they're going to talk about environment protection. They said this is cheating. It's cheating. On one end, you are putting AC everywhere, and AC is spoiling the ozone and disrupting the whole environment. And now we are talking about going to a seminar and talking about some protection of the environment. Cheating. So now most of the vritti, the occupations that people engage in, unfortunately in Kali Yuga, are not dharmic professions. Mostly, they're not dharmic. But in the Vedas, in Vedic way of life was about dharmic living. And as we learn Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we'll understand what this dharmic living means, etc. But so Shastra says that you have to live in a dharmic way, earn money in a dharmic way. So from dharma you get artha. Artha means money, wealth. So when you get money in a dharmic way, then what should you do with that money? It says kama. Means gratify your senses. Spend money for whatever you want. Now, however, these three things, dharma, artha, kama, were supposed to be dharmic, which means that even Shastra gives us certain ways by which we can be happy, which are approved ways of being happy. Now, what does approved way mean? Approved way means that there is no papa in that, there is no sin in that. Why we bother about papa and punya? Because if you do something which is pious, it results in happiness in the next life. If you do something sinful, it results in suffering. So the whole of Bhagavad Gita was Arjuna was concerned. Papa meva shaye dasma advaita atataina. So he was concerned saying, are we doing some sin by killing all our kinsmen? He's asking Krishna. I don't want to do any sin. So previously people were concerned about this piety and sin, but nowadays nobody taught us any of this, isn't it? Nobody taught us what is pious, what is good, what is bad. So everybody is living life the way they want. So, okay, fine. Assume somebody is living a pious life and earning money and enjoying sense gratification. Still, Bhagavatam is saying this is Kaitava Dharma, meaning this is cheating religion. What happened? Okay, we can understand saying impious life means cheating. But pious life also, Bhagavatam is saying that this has to be rejected. Why? Why is it cheating? It's cheating because even this limits the human being to the bodily consciousness. It's still talking about saying you are the body, you earn money, take care of your body. It still is not telling us saying that you are not the body, you are spirit soul. So that religion is also cheating. Actually, if you see in the reason why there are temples, in the temple, who is the one who is worshipping the deity there? He's called a Brahmana. Meaning of Brahmana is Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. So he is supposed to know the reality of this world. And normally, when people go to temples, they sit for some time, right? Some 10 seconds, 15 seconds, they sit. Anybody knows what is the reason why they have to sit? Or why they are expected to sit? It's not some Shastra. It's not like we will say, no, 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 just for Shastra, for just tick mark, saying that I'm sitting for 10 seconds and getting up and going. No. The original idea was that Brahmanas who are there in the temple should actually tell you who you are, that you are not this body, that you are spirit soul. And this is called Atma Jnana. So temples were supposed to disseminate this knowledge to people. And it used to happen previously, many years back. So Bhagavatam is saying if some dharma is just for sense gratification, encouraging sense gratification, then it is cheating. It's not telling you the real position, it's not telling you the reality. So Bhagavatam is saying is rejecting this. Bhagavatam is rejecting. Why is it rejecting? What is the outcome of this rejection? He's saying tapatrayon moolanam. Tapatraya. What is tapatraya? If you are a Kannadiga, you will know what is tapatraya. Huh? Tapatraya is three types of sufferings that we have. It's called adhyatmic, adhibautik, adhidaivik. Adhyatmic suffering is because of my mind and body. Because of me, I'm suffering. Adhibautik means I'm suffering because of other jivas. Somebody else is troubling me. Adhidaivik means summer heat, winter cold, natural disturbances is called Adhidaivik. So tapatraya means tapa means heat. Heat means suffering. By three means. So Bhagavatam, if somebody hears Bhagavatam, what happens? Tapatraya unmoolanam. Tapatraya unmoolanam means all these miseries are destroyed. By simply hearing Bhagavatam. By simply hearing Bhagavatam, one all the miseries that one has in their life goes away. Why? Because they will come to the platform of real knowledge. And then it's saying, Sadyo Rudyavarudyate Prithvi Shushu Shivis Tatkshanat. If somebody attentively hears Bhagavatam, it says, Sadyo Hrudi Avarudyate. Sadyo means immediately. Immediately the Lord will descend into our heart. The Lord enters our heart immediately as soon as we hear about the Lord. So this is the power of hearing about Krishna's pastimes, about all this what we call as lila. Simply by attentive hearing. So we have to be attentive in hearing, which means that you have to go with the pastime. You have to forget that you are sitting in this place at this time here. You should forget that there is heat and this and that and all that, and simply enter into the mood of the pastime. So I'm going to narrate this story today. Story. Right? Of course, this story is called pastime because it is connected with the Lord. The Lord does things for different reasons. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. So he says, I appear whenever when adharma increases, I appear. Just imagine. Now, in Kali Yuga, still it is not time for Krishna to appear. When will he appear? Which is the avatara in Kali Yuga? Kalki. Kalki is going to come when? Fag end of Kali Yuga. So the duration of Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. 4,32,000 years is the duration of this Kali Yuga. We have just now finished about 5,000 years. So Kalki is going to come after 4,27,000 years or close to that. Now only we are seeing so much adharma, isn't it? Just imagine what is going to happen going forward for another 4,27,000 years. This material earth will cease to remain a place for gentlemen, Shastra says. Respectable people cannot live in this Kali Yuga going forward. Bhagavatam describes this. So Bhagavatam creates a sense of urgency in us in life by giving us reality. Says that no, don't waste your life. It's going to just go, isn't it? So many of our years of our life have gone. Could we hold on to anything? Could we hold on to any even few seconds in our life? Can we hold on to? It's gone. Now 11:55 is gone. Today 11:55 is gone. It won't come again. And life is just going. It's just going. Time is going. So Bhagavatam says that the best thing for you to do is to satatam kirtayantoma or nityam bhagavata sevaya. Every day we have to hear Bhagavatam. Every day we have to hear about the glories of the Lord. So when Lord is coming for establishing dharma, Kalki is going to come only after 4,27,000 years. What will happen till then? Till then there is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is called literary incarnation of Krishna. Meaning Krishna has appeared in the form of a book, in the form of a scripture for Kali Yuga. And in Bhagavatam actually deals with so many things. I mean, so many different topics are discussed. Uh, Creation, astronomy, sociology, politics, devotion, cultured human life, uncultured human life, animal life, science, chemistry, so many things are there in Bhagavatam. It's an encyclopedia. But what it does is that immediately the Lord enters our heart. Why should Lord enter our heart? Because our heart is full of unwanted things, isn't it? What is our heart filled with? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These six things don't let us remain happy. They don't leave us. They don't give us happiness. We are not happy because of, if we ask you saying that why are you not happy, what will we say? We'll say this person, this situation, this, that, and all. No, nothing external is the cause for our unhappiness. It is inside. That inside is our dirty mind. Our dirty mind doesn't allow us to be happy. That's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says that don't trust your mind. Don't trust your mind. Your mind is your greatest enemy. So when we hear Bhagavatam, as soon as we hear, the dirty things in our heart will go away. Our heart will become pure. And when our heart becomes pure, we can experience happiness. We can be in the most difficult of situations, but we can be happy. Nobody can prevent us from being happy. But today we can't understand this. We think that, and I keep telling people saying that the most important thing for you is happiness, which is not in your control. Isn't it? Our happiness seems to be in the control of other people. It depends on what they do, what they don't do, our happiness, isn't it? Somebody spoke something badly, I'm unhappy. So that person has the control, chavi, key for my happiness. The most precious, most wanted thing in our life, we don't have under our control, which is very sad. Which is very sad. So human life is supposed to correct this. In human life, we need to get control over our happiness. And the path to happiness is Srimad Bhagavatam. Because it will clean our heart and help us remain happy in all situations. So this is a beautiful pastime. This lila actually glorifies the love between the Lord and his devotee. This is the beauty of this lila. When we talk about love, in this material world, Shastra says there is nothing like love. It says it's only give and take. It's only give and take. So Shastra calls it lust. Lust means it is our own personal gratification. We are trying to do something because it's going to give us happiness. The other person is also doing something because it gives that person happiness. Now, as long as both people are going in the same direction, everything is fine. As soon as one goes this side and then the other person wants to go the other side, what happens? Happiness gone. So because it's all about give and take. So there is no real the real love in this material world. And even if there is so-called real love, Shastra says the closest is the love between the mother and the child. It's the closest real love that you can find in this material world. Why? Because mother does things for the child without any expectations, isn't it? She just does. Just, oh, my child, let him be happy. But any other relationship in this material world is just business. But real love exists only in relationship with Krishna. Because Krishna is not in any need of anything from us. He doesn't want anything from us. What does he want? What can he give him? What can we give him? Can we give anything to Krishna? Hmm? Whatever we have is just a drop of whatever he possesses. We can't give anything to Krishna. And Krishna doesn't want anything as well. Krishna simply says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayatiti. Krishna simply wants love. Simply wants love. Why do you think all these people are like toiling? From morning 3:30, devotees are here. They we did Mangalarti, then some devotees went to the market, then they got all these mangoes, then all these devotees just sitting here, somebody is doing flowers, somebody is doing mango, somebody is why? They don't have any work, they don't have any house, they don't have any responsibility. Of course they have. But they'll manage everything. Why? Because today is Narasimha Dev's appearance we are celebrating. They'll manage everything. Okay, one day what is there if we eat fruits? One day what is there if we take up a little inconvenience for the Lord? No, because they love. This is a service of love. And the Lord reciprocates. The Lord reciprocates the love of his devotees. So this lila, Narasimha lila, is that love that Prahlad had towards the Lord. And the Lord showed his love for his devotee. I've still not started the lila. It's so beautiful. We can just go on. If you're not hungry, we can keep going on. Hmm. We will just hear about background of who this Prahlad is. How did he become so dear to the Lord? He was not some great personality in the previous life. In the previous life, this Prahlad was actually born as the son of a Brahmana. Okay, but due to some bad association, like we understand in Kali Yuga, right? People get into bad association. So he got into bad association. Though he was born in a very cultured family with a lot of values, etc. Somehow he got into bad association, and the result of bad association was that he started associating with a prostitute. Those days, that separation was there. Prostitutes were known, right? And nowadays, it's like all mixed up, right? Nobody knows who is what. Anyway, so he got attached to this prostitute, and it so happened that it was the day of Narasimha Chaturdashi. And so this man is with this lady, and somehow they fight that day. Somehow they fight for some reason. They fight, and that was Narasimha Tithi, Narasimha Chaturdashi Tithi, and the whole night, one person is turned towards one side, angry, upset, the other person to the other side, and they're sitting whole night without talking. So they did Mauna Vrata, and along with that, didn't eat anything. So they did Upavas. They didn't know that it was Narasimha Chaturdashi. They just did this. And it so happened that it was the most auspicious tithi of Narasimha's appearance. So, as a result of this, this is called Agnata Sukruti, meaning unknown devotion. They did some unknown devotion. Now, see, Lord is so merciful. If somebody did something even unknowingly, He gives the benefit. Even unknowingly. So, they didn't do, they just did some fasting and remained awake the whole night of this Narasimha Chaturdashi Tithi. And the result of that unknown devotional service was that this man who was so sinful was born as Prahlada. Now, of course, because he had lived a sinful life, he had lived as a had association relationship with a prostitute and all, which was sinful. So he became born as the son of a demon. Hiranyakashipu was a demon. Now, who are demons? How can we define demons? Who are demons? Do we see demons in Kali Yuga? Yes. Who are these, Mataji? Who are these demons? What do we define? How do we define demons? Huh? Anybody who forgets Supreme Lord is a demon. Anybody who is living life just for sense gratification is a demon. That is Shastra saying. Bhagavad Gita says, Namam Dushkruti no Muda. Fools. They're fools because they don't know that this whole material world is running under the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And they're thinking, no, no, I am the doer. I have earned money. I have accomplished this, so I will enjoy. There is no God. I am only supreme. Isn't it? Nowadays, so many people don't believe in God. If you go and tell there is God, they said, show me. Then you know what we'll do? We'll bring him to our center. And then we'll keep him till it becomes very late in the night. And then switch off all the lights. And then we'll tie a, scarf to his eyes and rotate him. And leave him and tell him, saying that now find me here. I'm not talking about God. I'm telling, find me here. You have eyes, no? Find me. Then what will he say? He'll say, you tied my eyes. How can I see you? So simply, if your eyes are tied, you cannot see a normal human being like me. What are you talking about seeing God? Don't you need some qualification to see God? Build the qualification, then you will see God. So thus, just this little devotional service he did, he became son of Hiranyakashipu because he had lived a sinful life. He was born in the house of a demon. Now, Hiranya means money. Kashipu means soft pillows, bed, which means comfortable life. Comfortable life with money, live comfortably. This is Hiranyakashipu. Now we can understand, no? Whole of Kali Yuga is full of small Hiranyakashipus. We can't be as big as him. There are some big Hiranyakashipus also, right? But still nobody can compete with Hiranyakashipu. He's the biggest of them. So this Hiranyakashipu, see, he was a very knowledgeable person. Huh? Hiranyakashipu he knew all this basic knowledge that I am not this body, I am spirit, soul, I'm, there's no death for the soul, body takes birth, body dies. He knew all this. He is not that he was some ignorant like demons like Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga people don't know this. Right? Even so-called pious people don't know this basic knowledge that we are not the body, we are spirit, soul. But he knew. But very just some time back, his brother was killed. Who was his brother? His name was Hiranyaksha. He was another demon. Now he was killed by Vishnu himself. Vishnu came in what form to kill Hiranyaksha? He came in the form of a pig. It's called Varaha. He came in the form of a pig. So Hiranyakashipu thought, till then he was thinking Vishnu is Supreme Lord, he's very powerful, I can't touch him. But then when Vishnu came in the form of a pig, he thought, oh, Vishnu has now fallen from his supreme position because he took the body of a pig. So, so Vishnu has also now become like one of the demigods. And then he decided, saying that, no, no, now I'm going to kill. Now I become a enemy of Vishnu. So I'm going to kill Vishnu. So then he decided, okay, so I want to become immortal. Now his business was that he wanted to become immortal. Now just when Hiranyaksha died, and Narasimha went to all his, his mother, sister-in-law, nephews, and all that, and told them, saying that no, no, don't feel sad. We are, this body is temporary. Body will take birth. Body will die. We are Atma. So he tells all this. So he knows all this knowledge. Now he's thinking, okay, yeah, I am eternal, but my body is temporary. I want to make my body also eternal. So he thinks, okay, let me do something about it. So I'm going to do some austerity. He didn't go to a doctor, right? Because he knew doctors can't do anything. So he said, okay, I'm going to please Brahma. If I please Brahma, then maybe he can make me immortal. He thought like that. And he did some severe austerity, severe. Austerities were so severe, he was standing on one leg, on the toes of his leg. Can you imagine? Toes. On the toes he was standing, not like this, on one leg. Now, if you've gone to yoga, standing like this with your leg on your thigh is called Vrikshasana. This was Hiranyakashipu asana. Something that nobody can do. He was standing one leg on the toes of that leg like this with hands up. So severe. And because of his austerities, there is heat generated from the body. When you do a lot of yoga, tapasya, and all this, there's heat generated from the body. Mobile phones off, please. So then, this heat was going up to the heavenly planets, and all these demigods, they could not stay in their planets. It was so hot. So they all run to Brahmadev. Brahma, please help us. This Hiranyakashipu is up to something. I'm sure you are aware. But then they say, no, 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 still I will tell you. This Hiranyakashipu wants to take up your position. He wants to become the next Brahma. Please do something about it. Brahma says, yeah, I am aware, but I can't do anything about it. Supreme Lord only will do. Then he tells that, Supreme Lord tells Brahma, saying that I will come when my devotee Prahlada is harassed. When Hiranyakashipu troubles my dear devotee Prahlad, I will come and destroy him. Don't worry, go. So all the devatas go. They're happy, saying that, okay, Lord has taken responsibility of killing Hiranyakashipu. So why we have to go there? So they all went. Now by that time, actually when Hiranyakashipu went to do austerities, his wife Kayadu was pregnant. So she had this child in the womb who was actually Prahlad. So now these demigods, they saw, okay, all the demon king is gone. So now this is a good opportunity to attack them. So these gods from heaven, they come and attack the demons and destroy all of them, and then they take this Kayadu captive. They take her as a captive and they're taking her to heaven. Now, as they're doing this, Narada Muni comes, meets them. Narada Muni asks, hey, Indra is taking them. Indra, what's going on? Why are you taking this lady? Indra says, no, 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 Narada Muni, no bad intentions. It's just that there is a demon in her womb, and as soon as the demon is born, we will just kill him and release this lady. No problem. We don't have anything to do with this lady. Narada Muni says, no, you're wrong. There's no demon in her womb. He is a great devotee, so you won't be able to kill him also. Just leave her. Now, Indra and gods, they didn't argue with Narada Muni because they knew Narada Muni is a great devotee. So whatever he's saying must be right. So as soon as he heard this, what they did? They did production of this lady. Why? Because there was a devotee in the womb of that lady. So to show respect to the devotee, they did production of, they circumambulated this lady and then went away. And then Narada Muni takes Kayadu to his ashram, and then there are old ladies in the ashram who start taking care of her. She's pregnant, etc., etc. Now every day, because they are in the ashram, Narada Muni every day is giving class. Like we give once in a week, right? And Narada Muni is giving every day. He gives every moment, but every day there is class. And Narada Muni is talking about Atma, Deha, and then devotion, and then we have to do this, we should not do this, this, that, and all that. And Kayadu is sitting and hearing. Along with Kayadu, who is hearing? Prahlada is hearing. But where is Prahlad? Prahlad is still in the womb of the mother. So how can he hear? Bhagavatam, apart from other topics, also talks about the science of childbirth. And it says that the child comes into consciousness in the 7th month of pregnancy. Till then, the child doesn't have consciousness inside the womb of the mother. When the child becomes conscious, it can actually hear. And Prahlada knew all these things because he was born in the as a son of a Brahmana in his previous life. So he would have known all this knowledge, but he just didn't apply any of that and he spoiled his previous life. So when Narada Muni starts speaking, Prahlada is hearing everything that Narada Muni is saying. And before coming out of the mother's womb itself, Prahlada knew all the knowledge that is required. And he knew that I am not this body, I am Atma. I am part and parcel of Krishna. Actually, my real position is to serve Krishna. I am a servant of Krishna. And Narada Muni had also given him a mantra for that age. It was Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So he had told him saying that you chant this mantra all the time. So Prahlad was constantly chanting this mantra. So he was born. What was his only job? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This was his only job all the time. And he was very happy and content. Unlike small children, he didn't want to go and play and do this and do. He was just simply chanting all the time, and he was in bliss. So then the child becomes about 5 years old. Then father wants to send the child to school, right? Parents want to send children to school. So which school did Prahlad go to? This is called private Asura High School. Hiranyakashipu's private school. So it is private teachers for all the demons. What was the goal of that school? Is to make them the best demons, because they're all going to be the next future of the demon civilization. Make them best demons. That was the training for them. So Prahlada also goes. Father says, go to school. Prahlada goes. But Prahlada is not liking whatever he's hearing. Saying all material stuff. They say you have to, there's a friend, there's an enemy, you have to cheat, you have to this, you have to do. Prahlada is saying, I don't like all this. But he's simply going. Small child, what will he do? He's just going. After some time, Hiranyakashipu sees Prahlada. Prahlada's mother bathes him, dresses him nicely, and brings him in front of Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is very happy seeing his small child, 5-year-old child. He's very, very happy. Oh, my son. Then he says, my dear son, you've been going to school. Can you tell me what you have learned? Children ask their parents ask children, saying, what did you learn in school today? Like that. So he's asking, what is the best thing that you have learned so far? So then Prahlad chants a beautiful verse. So it says, Tat sadhu manye asuravarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhyama sadgruhat hitvatma padam gruhamanda kopam gato vanam gato yad harimashrayeta. So he's saying that sadhu manye asuravarya. He's calling his father. He didn't say, dear father. He says, you number one asura. He's calling his father number one asura, Asura Varya, best of asuras. Because he knew he was an asura. So he's saying, Sada samudvikna dhyam asatgrat. He's saying these people who are in household life, married people. He's talking about married people because his father was married, no? So he's telling, this is asatgrat, this is temporary world. This body is temporary, this household life is temporary. He's saying, Itvatma patam graham andakupam. This graha, house, is andakupa. Kupa means what? Kupa means well. Andakupa means dark well. Household life is a dark well of ignorance. And what is there in this dark well of ignorance? Always anxiety and suffering. 5-year-old boy is telling, Father, you are full of anxiety and suffering because you are a grihastha. So he's saying, no, what should you do? Vitvatma patam gramanda vanam gato yadharama harimashrita. He's saying, no, don't stay at home. Go to the forest and take shelter of Hari. Of course, we are not advised to leave our houses and go to the forest. It basically means that don't remain attached. Don't remain simply blindly attached to family. See, if we are attached to our family, what is the problem? And what is the problem if we are not attached? Hmm. Who will say? Suresh Prabhu. Veterans in the class, Srija Mataji. What is the problem if we remain attached to family life? Huh? We get suffering. We get suffering. Why we get suffering? Because too much of attachment results in suffering. If something happens to that person whom you love dearly, you suffer. No guarantee, right? What is going to happen in this material world? So we are not expected to simply blindly be attached to our family. We're supposed to do our duty, understanding, saying that this life is temporary. Is there now, it will remain till it is there. When it has to end, it will end. Nobody can stop it. So he's saying, don't be simply blindly attached to this material life, Grasta life. Take shelter of Hari. Which means that even in this life, we have to be attached to Krishna and we have to do devotional service. And as a 5-year-old boy, Prahlada is telling his father, you are not doing devotional service, you better start doing devotional service. Now Hiranyakashipu is upset because Prahlad is glorifying his enemy, Vishnu. I told you, right? He had become enemy of Vishnu. He says, oh, what is this? And he calls his teachers and says, hey, you all be better be careful. Looks like Vaishnavas are coming and spoiling his mind. And he says, Vaishnavas means Vishnu followers. Vaishnavas are coming and telling him, uh, giving him some unwanted knowledge. Better be careful. And these Vaishnavas come in disguise. Hmm. Be careful. Don't let any Vaishnava come near Prahlad. Sanda Marka thinking, how can Vaishnavas come into our school? It's like a Asura school, fully nicely protected, etc. Said, okay, anyway, still we'll find out, try to find out from Prahlada how we learned all this. Prahlada doesn't reveal anything. Then there continues further diplomacy, politics. They have to train him to become a king. So all nonsense they're teaching him. Then again, some days pass. Again, Hiranyakashipu sees his son. Again, out of love, he calls him and says, Prahlad, what did you hear? Now, what does Prahlad say? Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam, Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. This is called Navavida Bhakti. So now, last time Prahlad said, you have to do Hari, you have to take shelter of Hari. Now he's telling how to take shelter of Hari. So he says, do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, hear about Vishnu, speak about Vishnu, chant the holy names of Krishna, Vishnu. So he's telling the path of devotion. Now Hiranyakashipu is like lost it completely. He says, now this guy is not, he's not fit to remain alive. His own son. He's saying now he's sided by enemy, so he has to die. So he calls his followers and says, kill him. 5-year-old boy. What can he do? If suppose something like this in our life, what will we do? Where will we go? We might at least go to somebody, our near ones, dear ones, some loved ones, somebody who is in power. Here, the most powerful person, Prahlad knows, is against him. What will he do? Prahlad didn't even bother. Prahlad said, Shastra says, Mare Krishna Rake Krishna Mare ke. Says, if Krishna wants to kill somebody, who can protect? And Prahlad is saying, if Krishna wants to protect somebody, who can kill? So he had this faith in the Supreme Lord. He said, okay, this body has been given by Krishna. If he wants, let him protect. If he doesn't want, I am ready to die. No problem. Anyway, I am not, I am eternal as a soul. So he was not bothered. But who was bothered? Vishnu was bothered because it's his dear devotee. So then all these Asura servants, they come and they're trying to kill Prahlad. 5-year-old boy. What is he doing? Folded hands. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's all he knows. He's just continuously chanting the names of Lord Vishnu. And these demons, they come. They feed him poison. He doesn't die. They're surprised. He fed him poison. Or maybe he has some resistance to poison. Okay, let's do one thing. We'll put him in the middle of poisonous snakes and scorpions. Nothing happened. Okay, we'll do one more thing. This poison and all doesn't work. Let us put him under the feet of a elephant. They put him under the feet of an elephant. He doesn't die. No, they're really getting very, very anxious. They say, didn't die under the feet of an elephant. Okay, let's throw him from the top of a hill. They throw him from the top of a hill. Prahlad still doesn't die. Then Hiranyakashipu's sister was there, Holika. So they call her. She had some bones saying that she is not going to burn in fire. So he makes his sister hold Prahlad on her lap and sets fire. Prahlad doesn't die. For some reason, Holika dies. So whatever he is trying to do, nothing is happening to Prahlad. Why? Why nothing is happening to Prahlad? Because Prahlada had firm faith in Vishnu. What does firm faith in Vishnu mean? Firm faith in Vishnu means that Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. So he's saying that I am the Maheshwara. I am the Lord of all the three worlds. Everything is under my control. Vedas say, Tena vina trinamapi na chalati. Nothing moves, not even a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Supreme Lord. Prahlad had 100% full faith in this word, in this sentence. You know that nothing is going to happen without his sanction. So he said, okay, the Lord is there, he will protect. If he wants, he will protect. If Prahlad had said, no, 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 oh, how can I protect myself? They're going to give me poison, I'm going to die. He would have died. But he didn't die because he had faith saying that, no, no, Vishnu is going to protect me. What can one little poison do to a human being? If Vishnu doesn't want him to kill, want him to die. Lord Shiva, he took that whole poison from that, from the Samudra Manthan, Visha called Halahala came out. He took the whole poison in his palms and just drank it. And he didn't even let that poison to go down his system. He just held it in his throat only and he became Neelakanta. So they are all very powerful. They can do anything. So Prahlad knows, if you want what, one little poison goes into the stomach, no. Vishnu can do whatever he wants. He had that faith in the Supreme Lord. This is called love. This love is based on that faith. And when Prahlad said, no, 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 Lord is there, he will take care. Vishnu is saying, yes, I will take care. And Vishnu reciprocated. Okay, these demons are going crazy. Then they say, no, 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 I will take one trident and pierce him. Why? Oh, maybe, we threw him from a hill. But nowadays in movie, we see some hero falls from the hill, then suddenly he gets on branch and he holds on to it and comes to safety. They thought maybe something like this happened. Okay, now we'll take one Trishula, one trident, and we'll pierce his body. 5-year-old boy. Not even a scratch happened. The trident couldn't enter Prahlad's body at all. All the laws of nature can be reversed. His Supreme Lord desires. This faith Prahlada had. This faith Prahlada had. This faith Prabhupada had, isn't it? Prabhupada, at the age of 70, he went to America. With how much money in his pocket? Huh? 40 rupees non-exchangeable currency. Which means that you can't even convert it into dollars. You just throw it into the dustbin. Which means he had zero money when he left India and went to the West. On what basis did he go? He had faith in his Guru. Faith in Guru means faith in Krishna. And he says that I didn't know when I got out of the ship from the port, he didn't know whether he has to go left or right. Will you go to any place? Will you get out of your house without knowing whether you have to go left or right? Prabhupada went from India at the age of 70. This is faith. If you had not gone that day, you would not be sitting here. Isn't it? So these great devotees, they have that faith and they show by example. Krishna is there. Don't worry. He will take care. Because Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, he said, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. He says, I take care of my devotee. He is given a promise. Name Bhakta Pranashati. My devotee will not be destroyed. So Prahlad is showing that utter faith that he has in the Supreme Lord, and Supreme Lord reciprocates that. He just says, yes, this devotee has faith in me, I will reciprocate. And whatever material laws are there can go for a toss. So finally, this became so much that Hiranyakashipu could not tolerate. So finally, he decided, no, 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 I'm going to kill him myself. So then he calls Prahlad to his palace. Hiranyakashipu is sitting on a big throne. Calls Prahlad and says, Prahlad, how come you are not dying? Where did you get this power from? Prahlad says, oh father, wherever you got your power from that same Vishnu, I also got power. Again, he started taking the name of Vishnu. Now, Hiranyakashipu really loses his mind. Then he says, where is your Lord? So, Prahlad is seeing everywhere in the hall. He's saying, Lord everywhere. He's seeing Lord everywhere. He says, my Lord is everywhere. Your Lord is everywhere. Yes, he is everywhere. Is he there in this pillar? And Prahlada turned his face, looked at the pillar. He is able to see Lord Vishnu there. He says, yeah, he's there. Like as a matter of fact, he's there. Why you can't see? See, he's there. And Hiranyakashipu says, okay, this is the height of it. Now let me see how your Lord will come out of that pillar and save you. This was his challenge to Prahlad's faith. This was his challenge to Prahlad's faith. Will the Lord, Supreme Lord, keep quiet? When his devotees' faith is challenged, will the Supreme Lord keep quiet? No, he will not keep quiet. To answer the demon's challenge, Supreme Lord Vishnu came out of the pillar. He could have come from anywhere. He could have walked in. He could have just, appeared just like that from somewhere. But he came out of the pillar. Why? Because Prahlad had just said, no, I can see my Lord there. And Prahlad had actually seen the Lord. No, Lord Vishnu could have come in his own form. Why did Lord come in this special form? Because there's one more devotee. Who was the devotee? Brahma. Brahma had made a promise to Hiranyakashipu. When Hiranyakashipu finished his austerities, then Brahma was pleased. Brahma appeared. Hiranyakashipu had done so much austerity that his body was eaten up. There was no skin at all, no muscle, no skin, just he was in skeleton, still living. So then Brahma takes water from his kamandlu and puts it on Hiranyakashipu, and Hiranyakashipu gets gym body, thunder which could tolerate even thunderbolt. That much strong body he got. And then Brahma is asking, okay, what do you want? So first he says, I want to become immortal. Brahma says, no, 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 sorry. I am only not immortal. I also have birth and death, so I can't make you immortal. Ask something else. Now he's thinking, okay, what can I ask? What is my goal? My goal is to become immortal. Now I have to ask something so that I can remain immortal. So now he uses his intelligence to figure out ways by which he can protect himself by putting conditions. So first he thinks. So normally these demigods are like, so I can be killed by a human being. So first he thinks I can be killed by. So first he says, okay, Brahma, I don't want to be killed by any human being. Brahma says, Tathastu. Then he says, no, no, but see, not just human beings. My brother was killed by an animal, pig. So he says, okay, I don't want to be killed by any animal. Brahma says, Tathastu. Then he says, no, no, but maybe there are all these demigods, gods. Maybe they might kill me. So he says, okay, I don't want to be killed by anyone from your creation. Anybody who has created you should not be able to kill me. Brahma says, okay, Tathastu. So this was the first boon, that somebody who can kill Hiranyakashipu should not be a normal jiva born in this material world. Okay, and also he said it should not be a human, nor should he be an animal. So what form Lord took? Half human, half animal. So first condition met, Brahma's condition, because Brahma is also devotee of the Lord, so he has to satisfy his words also. So then Hiranyakashipu had asked put further conditions. So first he said, okay, from all living entities I've got protection. Now I want to get protection from weapons. One can die from a weapon. So he says, okay, I should not be killed by any weapon. So Brahma had said, Tathastu. So Lord Narasimha Dev didn't come with any weapon, isn't it? He got his nails. Then Hiranyakashipu prayed, okay, so weapon covered, jivas covered. Okay, now third, time. Somebody can die naturally also. So he says, I should not die during the day or during the night. So he thought, now I have covered 24 hours. He made a little calculation mistake there. So okay, now I have 1 hour time also. What else is left? Space. I should not die on the ground, neither should I die in the sky. Okay, what else is left? Nothing else is left. Yeah, and inside and outside. So he says, I should not die inside the house, I should not die outside the house. Okay, all conditions put. Now Hiranyakashipu thought, now I become immortal. So Narasimha Dev first appeared as half human, half animal. First condition was met. Now second condition was not during the day, not during the night. So what time did the Lord choose? This time of dusk, between sunset and nightfall. Generally, there is some half an hour period. It's called dusk. So Lord chose that time. So second condition also met. Third condition, not no weapon. So he had his nails. So third condition also met. Fourth condition, not outside, not inside. So where did he take? He caught hold of Hiranyakashipu and where did he sit? On the doorway, path of the door. It's not neither outside nor inside. Last condition was neither on the ground nor on the nor in the sky. So where did he put Hiranyakashipu? On his laps. All conditions of Brahma was satisfied. And what did the Lord do? He tore open Hiranyakashipu's body. So what is the significance of this Narasimha Leela for us? Like I said, in our heart, we have little Hiranyakashipu. We should pray on this day for the Supreme Lord to appear in our heart and destroy this Hiranyakashipu in our heart. Okay, so I'm going to share one shloka from Bhagavatam. Hey, can you project that? 5:18:8. So we'll chant that one shloka. Please repeat it every day in case you want your heart to be clean. If you want your heart to remain as it is, then please don't do, because then you will come and ask me saying that Prabhu, something happened to me. My heart became clean. You didn't tell me that it is going to become clean first only. Now I'm telling now only, warning. Don't chant this if you want your heart to become clean, because it works. 5, Canto 5, chapter 18, verse 8. Okay, so we'll chant this mantra. It's a little bit difficult Sanskrit mantra, but we'll put this in the group. You can chant this every day, once, twice, thrice, how many ever times you want. Okay, I'm going to chant this mantra. Please repeat after me. I'll tell you the meaning also. Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya. Namaste Jastejase. Avirbhava. Vajranakha. Vajradamshtra. Karmashayan. Randhaya Randhaya. Tamograsa. Grasa Om Swaha. Abhayam Abhayam. Atmani. Bhuvishta. Om. Shraum. All of you just agreed to transfer all the money that you have in your bank account to mine. No. All of you just prayed that all the nonsense in your heart go. So this verse is praying to Lord Narasimha Dev, saying, Namastejas Tejase. You are splendid, you are brilliant, you are shining. Avir Avir Bhava. You are full of light. You please Avir Bhava means please enter into my heart. My heart is full of darkness. Please appear in my heart with the bright light of transcendental knowledge. Remove the darkness in my heart. Remove my desire for material desires, which is a source of misery in this material world. Make me fearless in this struggle for existence. See, the struggle for existence in this material world is full of fear. Shastra says, Padam Padam Yad Vipadam. Every step is dangerous. Anything can happen at any step. Now, devotees, non devotees think, okay, I will take care of whatever situation comes in my life. Devotee knows the reality that he can't do anything, he's helpless. So, what devotee does? Like Prahlad, he completely depends on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So, by this prayer, we are telling Lord Narasimha, saying, Narasimha Dev, I am helpless. I don't have anybody but you. Please take care of me. And please take care of me also means that not just make me materially opulent, make me materially rich. No. Protect my devotion. So many people who are behind me to kill my devotion. Like Prahlada's father was waiting, was trying to kill his devotion, isn't it? He wanted to kill Prahlad because he was a devotee. So there are demons in this world like this. Could be our family, our spouse, children, parents, in-laws, relatives, could be anybody, could be our office boss. They're out there to kill our devotion. So we are praying to Narasimhadev saying that please protect me from all these dangerous people around me. They don't want me to do devotion. And sometimes people say, what is the use of your devotion? Subsequently, once all this Narasimha kills Hiranyakashipu and then he was so angry. All the demigods are afraid going near Hiranyakashipu. Okay, then they all go to Lakshmi Devi and say, Lakshmi Devi, please you go and pacify him. Your husband. Lakshmi Devi says, no, 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 I have not seen my husband so angry anytime. I am not going to go near him. Then Brahma comes to Prahlad. Says, Prahlad, he is so angry for you. Please go and pacify him. And Prahlad goes near Hiranyakashipu with folded hands and then falls flat in front of Narasimhadev. And as soon as Narasimhadev sees Prahlad, all his anger goes and he's fully happy and there's a big smile on Hiranyakashipu's face. He's so happy seeing his child, his dear devotee. And then Prahlad glorifies Narasimha, their beautiful prayers in Bhagavatam. Ultimately, then Narasimhadev says, Prahlad, now you ask for some vara, some benediction. I'm going to give you some benediction, some boon. Prahlad says, Lord, please don't give me anything material. I don't want anything material. Now then Hiranyakashipu, Narasimhadev says, no, it's okay, don't worry. You will become king of the asuras, but you will live a very pious life. Even though you are king, don't worry, you will not get stuck anywhere materially. I will give you protection. And then he says, no, but still I have to give you some boon. This is the boon. What is the boon? 21 generation of your forefathers will get liberated because you, one pure devotee in your family. 21 generations. And 21 generations of what? Not just one life. This life, 7 generations. Previous Janma, 7 generations. Previous Janma to that, 7 generations. 7 generations into 3 lifetimes. 21 of our forefathers, generation of our forefathers will go to Vaikuntha. Just if one person in the family becomes a devotee like Prahlad. Now you tell me, what is the value of all your material effort that you are putting? Is it going to give you this? We want to, give comfortable life for our parents, children, but that's all temporary. If you want to give them real benefit, become a devotee. Become a devotee, depend on Krishna, live life the way Krishna wants. It says in Bhagavad Gita. And then the Supreme Lord will be walking behind you, protecting him everywhere, protecting you everywhere. Such a devotee has no fear in this material world. There is no fear. There are no enemies, there is no nothing, no anxiety. You can live a life without anxiety and in full happiness, provided you trust the Supreme Lord. Even after hearing all this, if you don't trust, no use. I'm saying because I trust the Lord. So I'm sharing this. But if you don't trust the Lord, then it's up to you. I can't force you to trust Him, isn't it? Nobody can force somebody to trust a person. But that is the whole point about Shravanam. When we do Shravanam, when we hear about the experiences of great devotees. And then we should learn, saying, okay, I am also going to develop this kind of faith. This is Narasimha lila. Hmm. So like I said, it is the love between the Lord and his devotee. And the Lord is always looking for a way to please his devotee. This is the Lord. And the devotee is always looking for a way to please his devotee is trying to please the Lord. Lord is trying to please the devotee. This is their mutual loving relationship. And this is called bhakti. Okay. So with this we will close here. The all the decoration that you are seeing will be open in the evening at 5 o'clock, or 6:30 is the arti. So you can please come again for arti at 6:30, so that you can take darshan of the Lord and the beautiful decoration, and you get the mercy of the Lord. And Lord sees, okay, today there is celebration, my appearance day celebration in Ulimavu temple. Who all are coming? He wants to see who all are enthusiastic to come and see him. So he will see us. He will see us today. And so those who want can please come and take the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Shri Shri Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki